Good morning, students. In this class, we are the drama prescribed for our study, and it is Tara, a stage play in two acts, written by Mahesh Dattani. Mahesh Dattani is a very famous playwright in India. He is writing in English. He is a successful person, a film director, an actor, a script writer for cinema, radio, and TV. He has worked for them also. He is a dancer also, and is trained in Western ballet as well as in Bharatanatyam. We will learn about him. First of all, we will learn about him in our next slide. First of all, something about this Tara. First, it was performed as Twinkle Tara, but later it was changed. The title was changed, and it still remains as Tara. So, in his stage play Tara, there are Chandan and Tara, brother and sister, who were conjoined twins. Their separation was made surgically by a doctor. He is Dr. Thakkar. Both the twins had only three legs, so now both Tara and Chandan each has one natural leg and one artificial leg, Jaipur foot. That is their physical condition uh, in our drama. The whole drama is in flashback. It is Chandan who is present before us as Dan. He is, in his mind, he enacts his whole life with Tara, and then he writes the story of Tara, making it a drama of his own tragedy. That is, that we will find in our drama. So far as the characters are concerned, there are Chandan, Tara, their father, Patel, mother, Bharti, and Dr. Thakkar. And there is another character, Rupa, who is a girl living in neighbor of Chandan and Tara. So what happened that Bharti and her father, they took a very cruel decision. They bribed Dr. Thakkar and persuaded him to let the third leg go to Chandan, whereas it was getting its blood supply from Tara. They were conjoined twins, so an operation was made upon them to separate their bodies. And there was a problem that they had three legs. The third leg was getting its blood supply from the body of Tara. So naturally it belonged to Tara. But her mother Bharti and Bharti's father, who was an influential person, politician, they decided that the leg should go to Chandan, go to boy. And thus it was given to boy, as it was not naturally joined with his body. It was amputated, and ultimately they had to cut it. So now both the boy and the girl were left with one leg in their bodies. It was a heavy loss for Tara, and later it proved a very traumatic loss for Chandan also, when he comes to know about this injustice done both with him and his sister Tara. First, about Mahesh Dattani. Mahesh Dattani, born 1958 in Bengaluru, he is one of the most serious contemporary English playwright of India. He is a genius, an actor, a director, a playwright, and a dancer. He formed a theatre group named Playpan in 1984. In 1998, he set up his own theatre studio to help new aspirants in the field. He won the Sahitya Akademi Award for Final Solutions and Other Plays in 1998, to be the first English playwright to win the award. Some of his plays are Where There Is a Will, Dance Like a Man, Tara, Bravely Fought the Queen, Final Solutions. He is the playwright who suggests detailed stage directions. Even in our Tara, the first paragraphs are about the stage directions. He takes great care of his characters, time and space, lightings, and overall presentation and structure of the play, and also keeps on experimenting with them. He has made experiments with light. In our this play, we will find that the stage is divided into parts, and every part presents a certain time. It is related to a certain time and certain incident. Then the shifting of time from past to present, it is suggested by shifting of the lights. When the intended act is enacted, the light spot is on that place, and there the action takes place, and the light goes back to Dan. So in this way, he has made the experiment with lighting, and with stage directions. In his dramas, he has introduced those issues of Indian society which are unheard of or hushed up in embarrassing silences. So those issues which are tabooed or which are not allowed for discussion are the topics, the themes for his plays. In his plays, he touches upon the issues related to the modern urban society and family. Generally, the themes in his plays are about gender discrimination, communalism, homosexuality, and child abuse. There are other issues also, as the issues of class and community and traditional values. In our Tara, we will find gender discrimination and the life of marginalized people. About Tara. Tara was first performed as Twinkle Tara in 1990, and in 1991 it was named Tara. Chandan, later Dan, who is in London, Tara, Bharti, mother, Patel, father, Rupa, a neighbor, and Dr. Thakkar are the characters. This drama, Tara, is such a dynamic play where more than reality, what we get to see is the play of memory and flashback. The whole drama is in flashback, with so many themes brought together. Chandan and Tara were Siamese twins. They were Siamese twins. Siamese twins is a biological condition, medical condition, in which the twins are joined in a particular condition, conjoined from the chest down, who were operated upon when they were 3 months old by Dr. Umakant Thakkar. Dan imagines himself interviewing Dr. Thakkar about themselves. After their surgery, where they both lost a limb each, the two-act play follows what all they faced in their lives: the discrimination, the sidelong glances, the awful words they had to hear, and the way Tara took it all in her stride with the pinch of salt and a sprinkling of humor, the stereotypical gender roles to family conflict. As a stage play, Tara as a stage play. Mahesh Dattani is the playwright who suggests detailed stage directions. He takes great care of his characters, time and space, lighting, and overall presentation and structure of the play, and also keeps on experimenting with them. In the very beginning of our play, Dattani breaks the unity of place, time, and action. He experiments with stage partition, lighting, and music. Play begins with the focus on Dan, who is Chandan and who is in London. After his soliloquy, we are moved from London to Mumbai, that is, from present to past. So the unity of place and the unity of time is broken in his play. Time flows fluidly from past to present. There are quick shifts from past to present, and then the action takes place Bombay and then who is in London. And then in memory, all these things are actually in memory. Dattani very cleverly uses the lights to highlight the action wherever he wants at any level without any breaks for change of scene. There is no change of scene. The play has two acts. When the play begins, a spot picks up Dan, and when he is imagining the past, the upstage level spotlight is on to highlight Tara and Chandan who walks in. Then the light crossfades to Patel's living room, and the action moves there. Again, when Dr. Thakkar is introduced to us, the light picks him up while Dan fades into darkness. But Dr. Thakkar's interview is but Dr. Thakkar's interviewer is Dan, who continues to speak from his level. Sometimes the light may not be there on him. It is this that gives the play the feeling of unity of action. Music is so well used that it creates and enhances the mood of characters. There are references to concertos, which are uh, from Western music, and they are appropriate to the situation of the scene. Dattani tries to use all the resources of theatre, willing to experiment all the time, willing to use symbolism and stylizations if it can get an effect across. He is not afraid of making experiments. Now, a quick discussion about some themes in the play Tara. The play Tara has several themes. Like the other plays of Dattani, Tara is also having themes like gender identity, middle class life, etc. Tara, Twinkle Tara is a girl, wants to twinkle and shine just like her name, but she is not allowed and falls to discrimination. The play Tara is narrated by Chandan, brother of Tara, the Siamese twin born in a Gujarati family. It is about the actually his father is from Gujarat and his mother is from Kannad, from Bangalore. It is about the courage and spirit of a handicapped Tara whose leg was given to her twin brother Chandan. Tara's mother had allowed a leg to be amputated from her conjoined twin, even though there was a great probability of the survival of the girl. But even at the cost, even at the risk of Tara's life, the operation was manipulated by Bharti. Tara is centered around the gender based injustice and the preference given to a male child over a female child. The action involved physical and emotional separation of two conjoined twins and the manipulation of their mother and maternal grandfather to favor the boy child over the girl, defying the medical condition that was in favor of the girl. In this play, the difference between male and female is clearly seen right from the beginning of the play, just after long soliloquy of Dan, when focus goes on family in Mumbai, where Bharti has finished her morning puja and Patel is getting ready to go to work. These are stereotypical gender roles and Dattani makes full use of them. We can even see the themes like family, from the scenes where Bharti is doing household chores, knitting, talking to kids, as well as fighting with husband, just like typical middle class family. The theme of middle class is revealed through the scene. We see that the husband and wife quarrel, and the husband say bitterly that her father's money was always Bharti's strength against him. Theme of forced harmony. As Dan says about himself that his voice belonged to an object dependent upon others, we move in a forced harmony, surviving only by following the gravity of others. Those who desire a moment of freedom are hurled into space, doomed to crash with some unknown force. This is the logic Dan tries Dan tries to defend himself. That whatever has happened in his life, it is because of others. And he was placed in such a situation without any control over his position. The play depicts pervasiveness and deep rootedness of patriarchal values in the collective conscience of society. These values are internalized by women through the process of socialization, which makes women vulnerable to discrimination and oppression. Women act as a tool in the hands of patriarchy to perpetuate patriarchal values. In the play, Bharti, the mother of Tara, spoils life of her own daughter and later suffers from guilt due to her that inhumane act. Her guilt leads her to insanity and creates problems in family also. Tara, throughout the play, felt that her father hated her, but this notion of Tara was broken by Dattani's another theme of revelation, where she comes to know that it was not the father but the mother who discriminated more between herself and her brother, right from their first operation at age of 3 months, where mother insisted that third leg should be her son rather than daughters, which was more suitable to her than the son. To sum up, we can say that Tara and Chandan have always been close. They were, after all, born as conjoined twins, but a horrific revelation drives a wedge between the siblings, plunging Chandan into a cycle of guilt and blame from which he cannot escape. One of Mahesh Dattani's most popular work, Tara, was also one of the first Indian plays in English to highlight the dangers of gender discrimination and the insidious ways in which it operates in our society. So these are certain points of themes about the play.